home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vale.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
Hey, that's right. Good morning from the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. Thank you so much to Casio ProTrek Smart, Mustang, and Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for bringing our live coverage to you. Also, thank you to my girl Sarah Frank, who's here starting things off with us this morning. And Sarah, you are part of the Vail Valley Foundation, and if people aren't aware, you are the hosts of this entire event.
We are fortunate to have many great partners, GoPro being one of them, our title partner. But yeah, the Vail Valley Foundation, local nonprofit, this is our event that we put on.
And you've been doing it for the past 10 years and obviously doing a great job, because you've had so much success with not only great athletes, great events, but also just for people that want to spectate. This event is so spectator friendly.
It is. You know, what's fun about it is it's such a diverse event that celebrates all aspects of mountain lifestyle, right? And so it's fun because there really is something for everyone. There's kayaking, climbing, dogs, running, biking. It's hard to not find something that you'd enjoy.
That is so true. Now, I was looking at the lineup for today, and I mean, it starts pretty much, right around 8 o'clock this morning and goes until about 9, 10 o'clock this evening with the live music. But can you just highlight some of the things that are going to be happening today that people should be looking forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. We kick off, we have yoga over in the Zen Zone over by Ford Park there. And then we also have our dock dogs that kick off the morning. But I think what really is an event that people will enjoy this morning that I don't know a lot of people know happens here is the World Cup climbing kicks off today as well.
Right.
So really rare that in our valley we have World Cup skiing in the winter. We have this World Cup bouldering event. Climbing is going to the Olympics this year. So these athletes are really raring to go and excited to get on that wall. So the women start at 9 o'clock this morning.
Okay, this is really exciting. And this is something too where, it's not very common that you have this level of climbing on U.S. soil. So the fact that it's here is super, super exciting. But then also they keep the roots a secret. Like, this is something where, we've been seeing the wall going up over the past couple weeks, but no. There are surprises for everybody this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool to watch them do it. They come and they set what they call problems, essentially, and they set these courses, and then they take them all down so the climbers don't get to see them ahead of time. Same for our climbers that get to participate on Sunday. So we have our Citizens Climbing Comp, takes place Sunday. If you're a climber, there's a few spots left, so get on it now. But they've already set those and taken them down, so they know it'll go up on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So you really, it really is something like you're part of the excitement and the anticipation that all kind of culminates and things kick off this morning. Now, let's say people are interested in getting some energy out. Maybe they want to get some energy out with the family. What would you recommend for today?
Today, I think first and foremost, come in early, take in some of the sights, go see Dogtown, what's going on, get the High Line that we've got above us here, come out. We're doing the speed walk today. They're doing the best tricks today, I believe, which will be really cool to see. And then maybe come join our 5K if you're, there's different levels people are participating. We've got our Ultimate Mountain Challenge athletes going, and then people that are more like me, which are happy hour athletes. Mm-hmm. You can still join the 5K today. It's the Wild Tonic 5K après run. And come and then end with a happy hour over in Mountain Plaza. So,
girl, did you know you were talking to me this morning? This is amazing.
That's my kind of running event. So I like to make sure others know about it as well. And then also, throughout the weekend, we've got our mud run tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is a family favorite every time. Really friendly course. Lots of different little, terrain and areas the kids get to go through, families get to run through, and then it ends with kind of a water slide that gets you washed off before you go back through the mud again. So really fun event.
And are there still spots available there?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got running events all weekend long, biking events that still have spots for registration, so people should come out and enjoy.
Oh, you should definitely come out and enjoy it. It's going to be so much fun. Now, if you want to get the full schedule, if people want to sign up, where do you send them for more information?
MountainGames.com is the best place to go for all information. We've got full schedules there, We'll update on results for people so they can see how everyone's performing. You can check out our live music schedule there that happens at the amphitheater at night for free, but also on our Checkpoint Charlie stage and in Dogtown and Lion's Head. So all kinds of great things for people to check out.
There really is something for everybody. Sarah, thank you so much for kicking off our show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Happy Mountain Games Day too.
right, and I'll see you over happy hour, little run and happy
Sounds
hour.
good.
But right now we're going to take a break, and up next we'll have a first look at that local weather forecast.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
A record deal? Unbelievable.
Why Blake and Chris chose Verizon.
Whenever we're about to get on a stage for a huge audience, I always give my dad like a FaceTime kind of moment before we do our thing.
You see the crowd, you see the emotion.
You know, he has that experience for the first time with me, and that's really important to me.
I created a rock star.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like unlimited with Apple Music included. And iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone. That's Verizon.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Beautiful morning here in the Vail Valley. The second official day of the Mountain Games. That's a live shot from I-70. Looking out at Vail, looking westbound. Boy, what a morning and what a day we have in store. We have finally made it through what is known as the shoulder or the mud season, and now abundance of sunshine is in full effect for your Mountain Games celebration today as we're taking a look at that daily forecast for your Friday, starting off around 45 degrees at 8 a.m. at the base of Vail, where we're hanging out today around the slacklining Solaris Center. It's going to get as high as 62 before cooling off into 42 degrees later on this evening. Just a wee teensy bit of chance of afternoon rain, but we should have pretty cloud-free, gorgeous skies all day long. Panning our view out, taking a look at the I-70 corridor, headed from Denver down to Eagle. Denver, 84 degrees, about mid-70s in Avon and Vail, 73 in Vail, 74 Avon, and then 77 further west of us in Eagle. If you really want to get that mountain heat, head on west to Eagle. And looking ahead to the next 5 days, well, gorgeous weather is all I can say about that. We're going to be hovering in the upper to mid-60s the next 5 days. Maybe some spotty afternoon showers here and there, but for the most part, great weather for the Mountain Games and great weather extending into next week as well. Summer is finally in full swing here in the mountains. Fully great news. I'm going to embrace that, get some mountain biking in, and just celebrate the Mountain Games this weekend. Thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather. Coming up next, we're going to check in with Mark Sassy, find out what the conditions are like in Breckenridge this weekend.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
So, check this out. Breckenridge this year picked up 38 feet of snow, and this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, are the last 2 days. Believe it or not, we're making our way into the second week of June, and skiing and snowboarding still available for people to go up and play, about 1,200 acres. They're going to close down on Sunday for their 2018-2019 ski and snowboard season. And then on Friday, the 14th, they reopen, but not for skiing and snowboarding. They're going to reopen for everything summertime, epic discovery and chances to go up on top of the mountain to the base of the Alpine Camp at Peak 8 and go on the zipline tours and ride the roller coasters and do all the fun kid activities. So they close for skiing and snowboarding Sunday, and then Friday they're going to reopen for the summertime. Hey, we're down here at the GoPro Mountain Games, and it's a beautiful day, and our local guy on the street, Chris Anthony, is ready to give us an Ultimate Mountain Challenge update. We'll be checking in with him next with Ashley.
You work hard for your weekend, so make the most of it through Bustang, a service designed by CDOT to change the way you move. Bustang delivers passengers to destinations throughout the state, 7 days a week. So whether you want to spend your Saturday touring a brewery in Fort Collins, seeing friends in Colorado Springs, or climbing a peak near Vail, you only need to grab the reins and go. Weekend service is now available on all routes.
My name is Eric Jackson, 4-time kayaking world champion. Welcome to my next adventure here along the Caney Fork River in Rock Island, Tennessee. The WSD F30 features wearable maps in full color display. I can download these maps to navigate offline in any environment or create a track log along the routes that I choose to explore. The Casio ProTrek WSD F30 smartwatch is the perfect companion when the time calls for outdoor adventure technology.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Sassy. I'm a TV host for Good Morning Vail and TV8. And when I'm not talking about the outdoors, I'm in the middle of the outdoors. I spend my free time on the rivers fly fishing. Well, the GoPro Mountain Games are all about celebrating every sport.
TV8's coverage of the
here in the mountains, and I'm with local legend and Ultimate Mountain Challenge ambassador Chris Anthony. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. It's a nice, beautiful day again. Hopefully it's going to make it all the way through. And all these events that are going on, and there's a lot of events today, are going to be nice and sunny and nice and warm, and it's going to be an amazing day.
Perfect weekend.
Yes.
Perfect weekend. So tell our viewers a little bit, what is the Ultimate Mountain Challenge?
Okay, the GMC Ultimate Mountain Challenge. This is to collect and scores. Basically what we're trying to find is the best all-around female and all-around male in this 4-day event, right? So we need to find the most diverse athlete. So yesterday we already had competitions going on. There's 24 athletes that have signed up for this, 9 women and 15 men. And they've chosen 6 events that they will compete in, 4 points they'll accumulate to determine the UMC, the Ultimate Mountain Challenge champion. One of those events is required, and that'll be the Pepe's Face-Off on Sunday. But what those athletes choose to go up to that point is up to them, but they are required to compete in 1 river event and 1 running event and 1 biking event. So it's
running the gamut of every sport up here.
So what we have yesterday, since the river was kind of dominating the schedule, right? Adrienne Loveconnect, who is just amazing kayaker, she is already well ahead in the women's point standings because she did the steep challenge, and she won that in the pro division and gave her a huge bonus since it was in the pro division. And she also is competing in the women's freestyle kayak too. So she got a lot of points yesterday. But there's like people like Gretchen Reeves and Kate Boyd, they're locals here, that went and did the 5K with a dog run yesterday, and they collected a few points as well. So they're on the standing board right now as well. Yesterday in the men's, it was Nick Troutman, who is a huge competitor, always been a threat in the UMC, no matter how we run the event, because he does so many different events, but he also dominates in the water. So he's got the lead going into today. But again, we have people like Mike Closier, who's just one of the most amazing adventure athletes on the planet, and he's signed up for this. So today he's going to be collecting a lot of points because there's mountain biking events, there's running events, and so you'll start to see him rise up, as well as Josiah Mido, the top Xterra racer on the planet, world champion. He is competing and collected a few points yesterday. So it's all going to start coming together. We'll start to see a bunch of athletes start collecting points, but the ultimate mountain challenge is going to come down to Sunday for the Pepe's face-off, when we know where everybody stands, and then they got to compete against each other on Pepe's face.
Could you theoretically come from like mid to lower in the pack and smoke the Pepe's face and end up as the winner?
I think if you're going to be somewhere, within 3 points, which is a lot, but you could be back there a little bit. But if you smoke the Pepe's face off, you're going to do well and take the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It can come down to one final event, despite all of the other events that went on.
And it's so neat because we will know every single day now. We're going to know the standings. Last year there was so many events, and every athlete was actually theoretically in it, so we just never knew where anybody was at till the very end of the whole GoPro Mountain Games. And this year, every day at the end of the day, we're going to know everybody's standings, so the drama's building already.
Yeah, I love that. Just drama every day.
Yep.
Yeah. And so it sounded like there was bike and run events to watch today. Just real quick, which should our visitors focus on today?
Yeah, well, there's the short track mountain bike event, which was a team event. So what was neat about this is that the Ultimate Mountain Challenge athletes, they had to go find a partner to compete with them in this event so that they are able to collect points. And they're also doing the stand up or going down the river on a sit on top to collect some points. But we also have some races. There's just so many things going on today, and so the 24 athletes that are signed up, they're kind of spread throughout all these events, collecting points. So by the end of today, it'll be interesting to see how that weighs out. Who is going to be on top of the leaderboard? Will Adrian Levkenek, who is also the defending champion, stay on top? And on the men's side, who's going to rise to the top of the crop then? Because so much is going on today.
Well, it'll be interesting to watch, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll check in with you tomorrow, see what things are doing. Head on over to Golden Peak if you want to watch that short track relay. And coming up next, we've got a look at your local weather.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
All right, let's talk now about your weather. I want to thank our sponsors for our live programming of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. Once again, it's going to be Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, Bustang, and Casio Pro Trek Smart. Now, our weather today, once again, mild in the villages. Our evening temperatures last night hovered in the upper 30s, low 40s, so it really was a big promoter of what we're seeing on our river levels today. Big river levels, an increase of over 1,000 cubic feet per second on the Eagle River alone in the past 24 hours. For Vail today, we're going to start in the mid-40s. We're going to be into the mid-60s by early afternoon. Later on in the day, we're probably going to top out upper 60s, maybe even 70 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. And once again, slight percentage of a passing shower or a thunderstorm. So plan that into your day if you're coming in to walk around and spend the day here at the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. Pack a light rain jacket just in case, and also pack your sunglasses and have some water and a hat and lots of sunscreen. Tonight our lows are going to get into the low 40s once again, so another warmer evening tonight. Going to be clear once again. Headed down to Denver today, expect to see temperatures in the 80s and then 70s in the mountains, and then pretty similar weather all the way through the rest of the week. We're taking a break, and then we're going to go back to Ashley right now. She's going to give you a look at the road report, how to park for the GoPro Mountain Games, and everything road related, brought to you by Big O Tires.
This road report is brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust, with locations in Avon, Frisco, Glenwood Springs, and Basalt.
Well, your road report through Vail Village is looking pretty good because we have the entire LL Bean sponsor village that has taken over here in the heart of Vail Village. So if you are typically one of the people that likes to take the in-town bus, just know that it's dropping you off at the top of the transportation center from 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. throughout the entire GoPro Mountain Games weekend. Now, also something that I wanted to point out to you is that, you know, if you're a local in these parts, you know that we have several different seasons. We have summer, we have winter, we have fall, spring, and we also have construction season. And right now there's a lot of repairs that are going on our roads throughout the Vail Valley, and one of the projects is repaving over in Minturn. So yesterday, I don't know if some of you guys got stuck in the delays that were taking place there on the way to the Steep Creek Championship, but there is some paving that's going on. They're doing a really good job of keeping the delays pretty minimal, but just be aware that there are going to be some slow spots if you are headed to the town of Minturn today. Also, there's a big project that's taking place at night between Avon and Westvale all summer long. They're going to be not only repairing the guardrails, but also doing some repaving and resurfacing, and they're also extending the merge lane right there at the exit from Minturn, so just making it a little bit easier through Dowd Junction. So just be aware there is some construction going on, but the crews are doing a really good job of trying to keep those delays minimal. And also, we have a lot of sunshine in the forecast, so driving conditions should be good all weekend long. Up next, we're going to learn more about Big O Tires and how you can get prepared with your vehicle for all of your summer adventures.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God.
Oh no. For all your car's Big O knows, there's always a Big O yes. Get up to $70 off select sets of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires, plus up to $120 in additional mail-in rebates when using your Big O card.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
I found a way to relieve my constipation that's both gentle and fast.
New Dulcolax liquid works naturally with the water in my body to provide gentle relief in as little as 30 minutes. New stimulant-free Dulcolax liquid puts you comfortably in control.
The buzz is in the air once again.
And Vail is where you want to be for the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games.
Catch up with TV8 Live in Vail all weekend long from 7 to 9 a.m. for everything you need to know, from event details to what's hot to where you want to be and also who to watch.
So tune in every morning and let TV8 be your guide to the games.
TV8's coverage of the GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio, and Bustang. TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us in the studio from Big O Tires right here in Avon, I've got Peter Russell. Peter, happy summer.
Thanks for having me
Nice out
back.
there now, right?
Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Finally,
short sleeves, a little bit of a tan.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people are starting to think about, all right, school's getting out. We're going to make that little adventure, whether you're taking that vehicle into the back country, whether you're just making the trek across country. And you guys at Big O Tires and your team, you have some great deals for people and some great offerings for people to be thinking about their vehicle before they're dealing with their vehicle and something goes wrong.
We do. There's tons of financing options, so you don't need great credit. If you're trying to get a big purchase together and you need tires, maybe brakes, and you're looking at spending some money, realistically, you don't need a line of credit. We have smaller financing that's pretty affordable over a long period of time. But realistically, we have everything. We're a one-stop shop. We'll get you a ride out of the shop if you can't spend the day and offer a shuttle. And we go through the whole car. We have a ready-to-road trip special.
Oh, cool.
It's a unique one. I've been promoting it for about 9 years now. It's been around forever, and it's beneficial because it's very affordable. We do a 5-quart Valvoline conventional oil change.
Okay.
We'll rotate the tires
now,
for
when you
free.
say conventional, if a car requires synthetic, they can just pay for the upgrade, or how does that work?
Yeah, the upgrade's about another $15 to $20 for a synthetic. But synthetics on some of the older ones still, there's a blend between the two that's acceptable. And then you're still spending somewhere around $50 to get the whole car completely looked over. Alignment check, rotate, brake check. We look through everything. All the suspension gets inspected. And it's essential because you never know what has happened over the wintertime.
Yeah.
You never know. There's so many unknowns.
Now, let's say my windshield washers, my windshield wipers are being faulty. Something's up with those. That's a check. You're not going to replace them.
No.
You got to buy new wipers, but you'll let us know, right?
Indeed. And those are most commonly at the linkage, the 2 nuts and bolts at the bottom of the arms.
Okay.
They loosen up because we don't like to get out all the time when there's only an inch of snow, do we? We typically like to just turn the wipers on.
With a lot of weight on them, especially the spring snow we've seen.
We tighten those down for free. It's a simple fix.
Okay. Now, would you recommend someone booking this in advance or swinging by and checking in with you to maybe show up on the same day, get it scheduled? What's the best way to go about that?
It's certainly helpful to call in and get the understanding of how the flow through goes, but it is a first come, first serve, so we can help maximize everybody's necessity to get their car serviced within the same day. So you could drop it off in the morning or come wait. We open at 7 a.m. Monday through Saturday, so it really benefits everybody in the valley to just come on in, hang out with us for an hour or two at most, and the whole thing gets inspected.
And then the deals again. Let's talk about that. You have that special financing. And I think I want to highlight that again because I could bring my car in for this quick road trip checkup, and you might be like, you know what? Your brakes are in bad shape. So to reconsider, am I going to take this car across country with the brakes the way they are? You guys can do the work. You have some specials with some financing, and that Big O credit card, it might be the way to go.
It is. There's so many different options when it comes to cars.
Yeah.
There's multiple ways to skin a cat, so to speak. And when it comes to cars, tire options really vary. So we want to put you in the best tire that's safest for your driving habits.
Okay.
If you're not a daily driver that's going 15, 20,000 miles a year, and you're just getting commuted around, you have snow tires, we don't need to spend $1,000 on tires.
Right.
And we keep over 1,500 units in stock at all times. So there's something for everybody.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Once again, Peter Russell, he's the general manager of Big O Tires. Go to bigotires.com for more information. Swing by or give him a call, 970-845-8473.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Beaver Creek Resort.
Beaver Creek Village looking absolutely gorgeous this morning. Abundant sunshine, just some fluffs of clouds throughout the sky. Beautiful Friday here as we are celebrating the GoPro Mountain Games in the Vail Valley. And I'm hanging out in Vail today. And things are looking great here as well. We're sort of around the Solaris slackline area. Still some snow left over on Vail that you just saw there, but things are feeling nice and warm in the sunshine starting today off. Not a single breeze in the sky. And looking at your daily forecast for the day, starting off around 45 degrees at 8 a.m. It feels a little bit warmer than that in the sunshine right now, getting as high as 62 later on today with just a teensy-weensy chance of some afternoon showers, then a 42-degree low overnight. And now if you are on Vail Mountain, headed up to Mid-Mountain, the top of Eagle's Nest, to check out the Adventure Ridge Epic Discovery Area. You can expect mid-mountain temperatures around 57 degrees, maybe 58 at Beaver Creek if you're hanging out at the base of Beaver Creek. Looking ahead to the next 5 days, well, you can expect more of the same. It's essentially rinse and repeat weather for the next 5 days. I absolutely love this time of year. Temperatures haven't spiked up to their full summer highs quite yet, so we're hanging out between 68 and 65 degrees for the next 5 days. Maybe a little chance of afternoon showers. Thanks to Beaver Creek Resort Company for sponsoring this weather. Now we're going to catch in with Mark, see what he's up to on his Epic Morning.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
Oh, hey everybody. All right, so I made my way over to the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater area. Now, if you're being a part of this year's GoPro Mountain Games, you notice when you're in town, it's busy, very warm. A lot of people, a lot of activities, very loud. If you need a chance to kind of step away and get away from the craziness, well, there's also a part of the GoPro Mountain Games. I'll show you the sign right here. It's called the Zen Zone. Now, the Zen Zone is where they perform different types of yoga over the course of the entire weekend on the grass, and it is 100% free. So today at 9 o'clock over here for free, Sonic Vinyasa Yoga with Julia Clark and Brian Dahlin. Now that's going to be taking place here for free, and a way to get away and kind of just reconnect with your inner self and get yourself braced for a busy day right there for the GoPro Mountain Games. Come on over and spend some time on the grass. And then tonight, believe it or not, just on the other side of those funky little bush buildings is the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater, also called the AMP. Free music there tonight. Things are going to get going at the amphitheater at 7:15. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Langhorne Slim and the Law, followed by Joan Osborne at the AMP. So yoga right here at the Zen Zone. Then you make your way into the village, explore, and then come on over and listen to some music. All right, this is your Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery Epic Morning. We're taking a break, then we're going to go back to find Ashley and Eric, and also one of the renowned doctors of Vail Summit Orthopedics, Dr. Bill Sterrett. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Boone's Wine and Spirits, where we're buying big, selling low, and having fun. This store offers the largest selection of beer, wine, and spirits. Alongside 42 cooler doors, this wide array of choices is accompanied by a knowledgeable staff and 5 in-house sommeliers. You are sure to find something that you cannot live without, or something you just have to try. Come on by, say hello, we hope to see you soon.
You work hard for your weekend, so make the most of it through Busting, a service designed by CDOT to change the way you move. Bustang delivers passengers to destinations throughout the state, 7 days a week. So whether you want to spend your Saturday touring a brewery in Fort Collins, seeing friends in Colorado Springs, or climbing a peak near Vail, you only need to grab the reins and go. Weekend service is now available on all routes.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
Hey, speaking of Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, look who I found. This is Dr. Bill Sterrett. And for a lot of you that are just coming to town, you know, there are communities that have celebrities, right? Like movie stars and whatever. In Vail, these are our movie stars, basically the athletes and then the doctors that keep them doing what they love. Now, Dr. Sterrett, you have celebrated now over 20 years of being the lead team physician for the women's U.S. Alpine ski team, and that has got to be, well, first of all, that's quite the title, but that had to have been quite the adventure. For over 20 years you've been working with these ladies.
It's been a fantastic ride. I mean, it's 20 years, maybe 3 generations of women ski racers, from Peekaboo to Lindsay to Michaela. I mean, it's just been a fabulous ride for me.
I mean, okay, so you have some of the most amazing athletes on the planet, the most amazing female athletes on the planet that trust you to help keep their dreams alive. And you know, you've been with them through the Olympics. Now, you brought a picture with you this morning. Can you explain what your Sochi experience was like?
Sure. So I've been really fortunate to be part of the Olympics 4 different times. So 4 different times I was named by the U.S. Olympic Committee to be one of the team docs. Sochi was spectacular. It was we had military everywhere. I think there might be a picture being shown on the screen now. Every 50 to 100 yards we had a couple military guards, and I think they really were counseled to be friendly with us. So you can see they were smiling, taking a picture with me with their AK-47s or whatever they carried, and it was just a special experience. It really was cool.
Not your typical day at work, huh?
Not your typical day at work, not your typical community support around an Olympic venue.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now, you know, working with these female athletes and doing all the research that you've done, because not only are you, you know, performing surgery, but you're also doing research. And when it comes to ladies, can you explain some of the different risk factors that we have maybe compared to guys when it comes to anatomy?
Sure, yeah, thanks for asking me about that. We've got a great research foundation we just started a couple years ago and trying to put out as much as we can about this. But the females are a different breed of animal in terms of risk factors, and I mean that because they have higher risks. They go just as hard, just as fast, but some of the things they can't control. Women are born a little bit more knock-kneed than guys, which puts their ACL in particular at risk. They're born a little bit more loose-jointed than guys are. That helps them be great athletes, but unfortunately puts them at a lot higher risk. And then they're born with smaller ACLs per body size than the guys are, and evolution hasn't taken over that yet and grown their ACL. So they've got up to a 4 to 5 times higher injury risk for most of these sports that you're going to see around this weekend. So keep an eye on them. Now, there are things they can control, which we spend a lot of time teaching and training. Guys, when you watch them jump and land from about a 60 centimeter height, we've done this from age 5 to up to age 50, and guys tend to land a little bit more bent knee, a little bit more accepting a load. Women, there's nothing taught or trained to them about it, but they tend to land a little bit more straight-legged. Probably because they're a little bit more knock-kneed, but that's just the way they innately land until we train them. Now, that straight knee that's born a little bit knock-kneed puts that ACL at risk, and that's one of the reasons they have a much higher injury rate. So we spend a lot of time teaching our female athletes how to accept a load a little bit more safely, if you will. Nothing about what you're going to see this weekend is safe, but they learn to accept a load a little bit more safely.
Interesting. Okay, so as ladies, we should think about having more of a bent knee when we're out there doing our different activities. And obviously, we want to try to stay out of your office. But if we do need that help, if we do need to come and see you, where do we find more information about what it is that you do, and where can we learn a little bit more about your background? It's fascinating, by the way.
Sure, there's so much information out there. I've got a website called The Female ACL that teaches you all about this, some of the risk factors, how to avoid being in my office, what to do if you do get hurt, unfortunately. And that's a great way to go. Hopefully that shows up on the screen here. It's called thefemaleacl.com. My website, drsterrett.com, has a lot of the stuff we've published and looked at. And then always go to the vsortho.com website to learn about all our different docs, because we've got a great crew working with us here.
You sure do, and I know you got to get out of here because you have work to do. He's typically doing surgery almost every single day of the year, but thank you so much for taking the time and coming to talk to us this morning, and good luck with your surgeries the rest of the day today. And we are going to take a look at what's happening with that local weather forecast. It's a beautiful day to get outside, so stay with us.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
Whew, a little out of breath here. Rolling around with Moxie, my dog, today in the K9 Sports Sack. It's working out pretty good. Making my way over to Golden Peak, and we got blue skies, a few clouds. We're going to see sunshine today, a lot of it once again. And as we look at the rest of the weekend, your 5-day forecast shaping up nicely for tomorrow. Temperatures very similar to today, lots of sunshine, probably 68 to 70 plus degrees will be our high temperature for the day this afternoon. Not much of a percentage of rain. For Sunday, 60 and sunny. For Monday, 65 and mostly sunny skies. 62 for Tuesday, 65 for Wednesday. Just a good time to be here in Vail. Our evening lows, pretty mild also. So we're starting to see all the snow melting going into the rivers. Hey, that's your outlets weather. We are taking a break, and then we're going to be talking to Christie Sports with Ashley and Eric over here at the GoPro Mountain Games. We'll be right back.
You visit the mountains for a reason. You work hard, you play hard, you earn your turns. You want to stay active. That's where we come in. If you're the type of person who likes to visit the mountains to relax and play, then you're our type of person. We specialize in treating mountain injuries for mountain people. So if you want to get back to biking, skiing, and playing in beautiful Colorado, come see the surgeons mountain locals and visitors have trusted for over 30 years. Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
The library is one of our most important resources up here in the Vail Valley, and I'm happy to have Tegan Davis from the Eagle Valley Library District here to give us some exciting news about the Eagle Library.
Yes, thank you for having me. We are doing a renovation and expansion currently at the Eagle Library that is scheduled to be completed this fall.
Oh wow, and it's really covering all the bases of the library.
Yeah, so we're going to be expanding the children's area, which will include a story time room and a craft room, so families can do some interactive play. We're also having a dedicated teen space with their own gaming room, as well as upstairs we're going to be expanding the local history archive so you can actually see all the amazing things that we have, and then as well as adding additional study rooms, so if you needed a quiet space to get some work done, we'll have some of those. Expanding our community room, so it can be a big community space or we can divide it up to have 2 separate meetings in there, as well as a reading terrace.
So really every piece of the library gets upgraded. Well, thank you very much, Tegan. Make sure to check out this new library this fall when it opens.
Hi, I'm Dan Saline, owner of Carrots Jewelers, located on East Meadow Drive in Vail Village. I've been a custom jeweler in Vail for more than 38 years. At Carrots, our passion is designing exclusive custom jewelry that features one-of-a-kind designs. Stop in and visit Carrots, a working studio gallery of fine art jewelry. To learn more about our custom designs, call 970-476-4760 or visit our website, carrotsvail.com.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
I'm just running into all my buddies out here this morning. Everybody, this is Mike, and Mike happens to be kind of like the concierge of all things exciting at Christie Sports. Now, Mike, when it comes to Christie Sports in the summertime, you guys have several locations, and you can also get us outfitted for everything we need this weekend, right?
Exactly, yeah. We have a location right in Vail Village at the top of Bridge Street, and we have a lot of great summer casual wear, and I know everybody's been kind of cold and getting rainy, snowy weather, but now that the sun's out, we have flip-flops and shorts and nice shirts, so if you didn't bring the right clothes or you need to get those flip-flops for the summer, stop in and see us.
Great. I mean, just coming out here, yesterday morning, we start off, and in the shade, it is chilly, and then by the time you get to noon, it is super warm and you are shedding layers. So if you do need to go today and get something cute to wear at Christie Sports.
Yeah, stop in right between events or as you're walking by. We can get you set up and out the door and back to the GoPro games pretty quick.
Now, I do have to say a big thank you to you guys because I just took a little trip to Moab, but brought my mountain bike out there. And you guys, I dropped it off before I went to get her all tuned up. And my goodness, can I just tell you, it was like riding on a new bike.
That's great. I'm glad to hear you got out to Moab and the bike was running well. We got some really good mechanics. So if you do need a tune-up on your bike or you need a bike, stop in and see us. We have our Vail Village location, and right now our Lions Head location, our Westville location is being remodeled, and it'll be open in a couple weeks. But once that's open, we have full-service mechanics there as well.
Nice. Okay. And if people wanted to maybe just rent a bike while they're here in town, you have the full variety, right?
We do. We have path bikes, which are great right now as the Gore Valley Trail is open, and we have e-bikes. If you've never been on an e-bike, come in and check it out. They are so much fun.
They are so fun. Mike, I initially, the first time I got on one of those things, I was like, this is going to be so lame. I'm such a purist, and I pedaled myself, and then I got on that thing, and it was like I instantly turned back into a 12-year-old. It was so fun.
It is. Yeah, it's like, oh, I could probably ditch my car. I don't need it. This gets me everything I need. Yeah, right. So they are a lot of fun. We also have hardtail and full suspension mountain bikes and junior and tag along and trailers for the kids too. So everything you need, we got.
Okay, all right, that is perfect. Now, also, I should mention too, like typically your prices are really good, which is why I mostly exclusively just shop at Christie Sports for all my outdoor gear. But I did notice that there's some extra special prices on some of winter gear.
There is, and we got a lot of stuff transferred in from some other stores, so we have actually a really good selection of winter stuff right now, and we have extremely good deals on them. So if you need boots or skis, come in and talk to us. If you need some outerwear, a jacket, pants, or something like that, come in and try some things on because we have a really good selection for this time of year, and we have really great prices.
Oh man, and just think about it, like if you got a head start on maybe doing like the Christmas shopping now, or like Father's Day, that's coming up.
That's true. Father's Day is coming up, yep.
So good. Okay, so tell us where your locations are again.
We have a location in Vail Village at the top of Bridge Street. We have a Westville location that will be back open in a couple weeks, newly remodeled, and then we have an Avon location that has a full line of patio there. So if you need patio, stop in.
Who doesn't need patio with this weather? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is so good. All right, well, stop into Christie Sports. They are your summer headquarters for everything fun. And then, of course, get those great winter deals right now. But, Mike, thank you so much for coming out here this morning.
Thank
you. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Happy GoPro Mountain Games.
Happy GoPro, happy summer.
Right, here we are. It's happening. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Engel & Volkers is committed to providing the highest level of service to buyers and sellers in the Vail Valley. With decades of experience marketing Vail Valley properties, we are backed by a global company with over 800 offices and 10,000 agents worldwide. This extensive international network offers unparalleled national and international exposure for our most exclusive listings. To learn more, stop by our Vail Village or Beaver Creek offices and meet with one of our exceptional advisors.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know. Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
There are those who stand forever ready, ready to defend the nation, ready to fight for what matters, no matter what.
Let's go! Get my round in there!
Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
This weather report is brought to you by Good Morning Vail, live and on demand with any streaming TV service. Use the YouTube app in Apple TV and more to search TV8 Vail.
All right, everybody, made it back over here to Golden Peak now. A lot of activities taking place at this area, along with tomorrow's round one of the Coast of Two Fly Extreme up on kind of at the base of the mountain over here. It's moved over from Ford Park. Keep that in mind. Our weather for today, there it is right there. Bright sunshine once again. There's a few high wispy clouds. Those are not storm clouds by any means. They're just some of the higher atmospheric clouds. Going to provide a little bit of shade on and off throughout the daytime. Our highs today, we will be in the mid to upper 60s. We might break 60 degrees by late afternoon. Break 70 degrees. It's going to be warm around Eagle County today with a slight chance of maybe a passing shower in the afternoon. And you can plan that into every day here in the Vail Valley. Afternoon showers are always a possibility. Evening lows tonight still in the mid 40s, pretty mild, clear skies. It should be pretty nice. Denver temperatures today are going to be warm, breaking 80 degrees down along the Front Range, so it should be pretty nice down there. And then as we look around Eagle County as a whole, temperatures ranging from upper 60s, low 70s. Vail's calling for about 73 for that high temperature this afternoon, and I would expect that. Sunscreen, a hat, water, sunglasses, and a rain jacket, and then a bag to collect all your goodies if you're here for the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. 5-day forecast looks very similar weather to what you're going to find today. Upper 60s, low to mid 70s in Vail. Slight chance of maybe a passing shower. Not too much though. Not much is going to be happening with that. And nice weather all the way through the middle of next week. We want to thank our sponsors for our live coverage of the GoPro Mountain Games this year. Bustang, Casio ProTrek smartwatches, and also Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Hey, so coming up, dogs. I got Moxie in my backpack, my K9 Sports Sack, but actually talking to Molly Johnson and her group of dogs that are here for the dog competitions. Let's check in with her next.
Well, my personal favorite events of all of the GoPro Mountain Games are the Doc Dogs events, and these guys are true athletes. And I'm here with Air Maddie and Bella X1, and of course the handlers, Molly and Eric Johnson. How are you guys doing this morning?
We're awesome. Very happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much for bringing these two incredible athletes along. I just saw a video of Bella yesterday. How long was that jump?
That was a 25-foot 3-inch jump. That's one of her personal bests.
That's incredible. Yeah. You can imagine a dog jumping 25 feet off of a dock chasing a ball. That's kind of the idea of what dock dogs are. And these guys just loved it from the start, it sounds like.
They were naturals. They really love to chase and retrieve, and water, being labs, is just a natural thing for them. There is a bit of a drop, so they have to get used to that, but once they go, there's no stopping them then.
Just instantly fall in love.
Absolutely.
So did you know when you got Maddie that you wanted her to be the dock dog?
Well, the breeder, they're Colorado dogs. They were born and raised here in Colorado. And Maddie's daddy did a little bit of dock dogs. So I started to look into it. There's a local club here. It's Rocky Mountain Dock Dogs. And we started getting into it. And then they just took to it so easily, and then away we went, and we never looked back.
Oh, it's so amazing. Yeah. And it allows you to travel a little bit, too.
We've traveled all over the country. We've gone to Worlds in Tennessee, in Dubuque, Iowa. We've been to Ohio, Montana,
Utah, Colorado.
All over the place.
Oklahoma, Alabama. We've been all over.
Yeah, we have friends across the globe now.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too. Yeah. The dogs get to meet friends. You guys get to meet people. I would imagine it's a nice tight-knit community.
It really is, and everyone really supports each other. We even have our own foundation called the Bark Foundation, which supports its basic assistance and recovery kindness. Okay. So that's both for the dogs and humans. So anyone in need, if their dog has been injured and needs help, we really come together as a community. Dock Dogs is even in Australia now, and we have a couple of people here from Australia.
Oh, how
and
cool.
And Canada.
That's Well, that's got to be tough to get the dog to Australia because it's an island. Do you think you see yourself being able to go?
I don't know if we could go there, but there's a couple folks that got all their shots and did everything they needed to do, and they're here this weekend.
Yeah, oh, that's so exciting. Yeah. Now it's an international event.
It is an international event.
So what's on tap for today for these two?
Well, this morning we start out with Big Air, which is for distance, and then we'll do a little dueling dogs, which is side-by-side doggy drag racing. And
drag racing.
yeah.
That's crazy.
So everybody come and watch and support us, cheer us on. The dogs really love the energy and the crowds. So we'll be doing that at 9 a.m. We start at 9 a.m. in Dogtown.
Okay, so early start today.
Yes.
Sounds like that's where we're going to want to start our day off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And you guys are traveling around the country. I've fallen in love with Maddie and Bella. How can I follow them if I want to check them out?
Thanks for asking. That's awesome. We would love to have everybody come and follow us as well as you, Eric. You can go to Facebook. We're Madtown Flyers. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay, perfect. That's Madtown Flyers.
Madtown Flyers.
Excellent. And do you have anybody helping you get here today?
Yes, we would love to thank all our sponsors. Boost Oxygen is a big one and keeps me rolling here at altitude. Yeah, for sure. And every time that I'm, doing sports, but particularly here at altitude. Also want to thank Blue Buffalo. They keep us fueled. And we want to thank Vetricin and Glycoflex.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much, Molly and Eric. Head on over to Doc Dogs today, 9 a.m. Check out Air Maddie and Bella X1. Follow them at Madtown Flyers. And stick around. We got more fun here on TV8's Good Morning Vail.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
You work hard for your weekend, so make the most of it through Bustang, a service designed by CDOT to change the way you move. Bustang delivers passengers to destinations throughout the state, 7 days a week. So whether you want to spend your Saturday touring a brewery in Fort Collins, seeing friends in Colorado Springs, or climbing a peak near Vail, you only need to grab the reins and go. Weekend service is now available on all routes.
Let us put you in the spirits.
If you want great customer service and amazing shopping experience, and we'll even hop in the truck and deliver your goods, then stick with the locals' favorite. Come on down to Avon Liquor. And let us put you in the spirits.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Boy, town is waking up now. I made my way back around from Golden Peak back to Mountain Plaza, the site of the climbing competition. Today you're going to see the men's and the ladies bouldering qualifying rounds taking place right here at the base of Gondola 1. So it's going to be a busy couple of days right up here for lots of amazing climbing. Let's talk about your Supergoop sponsored weather for the day. Sunshine is out, temperatures starting to warm up a little bit. My dog Moxie just hanging out on my back. We're going to see temperatures for us starting in the 40s, pretty mild. It's going to be a nice day all around Eagle County, whether you're going to be here in Vail for the GoPro Mountain Games, or if you're up in Beaver Creek or Edwards or Avon or Eagle Vale. Temperatures upper 60s, probably baking 70 degrees by late afternoon. Our evening lows, upper 40s, pretty mild around here for our evening lows tonight. And as we think about Breckenridge for one more weekend being open tomorrow, and also for Sunday, skiing and snowboarding still available. Temperatures mid-mountain 52 degrees. Once again, mostly cloudy skies, chance for a passing shower. That's kind of what you can expect on and off throughout our daytime over at Breckenridge if you're going to make it over there tomorrow for skiing or snowboarding. They picked up 38 feet of snow this year, so still plenty of good conditions at Breckenridge for skiing and snowboarding. That 5-day forecast, temperatures for Saturday, bright sunshine, upper 60s, low to mid 70s in Vail. For Sunday, 60 degrees. For Monday, we're going to see 65, 62, and then 65 respectively all the way through the middle of next week. Sunshine, some clouds, maybe passing showers, evening lows pretty mild. That's your Super Goop weather. We have hour number 2 of our live edition of Good Morning Vail from the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games coming up next. There's my mocks.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
Hey, welcome to hour number 2 of our 2019 GoPro Mountain Games coverage, and no better way to kick it off than with my girl Adrienne Loveconnect. She happens to be, you might recognize her face from winning the Ultimate Mountain Challenge last year, and you're back again defending that title, huh?
It's hard not to come back. It's such a fun event. It's rad.
Okay, now for people that are, they're just coming into the Valley, maybe this is their first GoPro Mountain Games, can you just explain a little bit about this Ultimate Mountain Challenge? It's a little bit different than just saying like, okay, I'm going to sign up for the, Rocky Dog 5K.
So it's kind of choose your own adventure. You have to do one bike, one kayak, and one running event. The one running event that you have to do is Pepe's Face Off. And that's on Sunday, and it's not very fun.
Let's stop right there. Just the one running event, Pepe's Face Off. So it's about like that, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay, and you basically just have to scramble up this thing as many times as you can.
Yeah, you pretty much pull yourself up on the weeds and then run back down.
Okay. All right, so we have that to look forward to on Sunday. It's your last event. But in the meantime, okay, so one bike, one kayak, one run. All right, keep going.
So max of 6 events, and then it's a point series. So like the home stake race, which I won yesterday, has a 3-point multiplier. So I got 9 points for winning that event.
Okay, also, let's just back that up. So for a home stake for this race, you are in your kayak and you are going down a pretty steep chute of basically rocks and just a lot of fast running water, and no big deal, you just won that event.
Yeah, home stake is a 1/4 mile long and it drops 480 feet per mile, so it drops just around just shy of 200 feet in the race. And lots of rocks, lots of water. But
and you got to go as fast as you can.
Yeah, you got it. And you're at like 8,700 feet.
Oh, okay. All right. So she won that yesterday. So right now, as it stands, things are looking good. But you have 6 events, so you really have to kind of keep yourself in check a little bit so you can make it all the way through Sunday, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's a big problem that I had last year. I kind of crashed a little bit after the cross-country race, and this year I actually work with a dietitian to try and figure out like a way so that I don't crash. And like I have a little meal plan, and I have like snacks all the time. And yeah,
this is amazing. This is no joke. So coming up today, where are we going to see you competing?
So I have the short track relay race at 10:15, and then I have the freestyle semifinals at 2, and then I have the Après 5K at, I think it's 5:30.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you're basically doing a triathlon today and then kind of doing it again as we head through the rest of the weekend. Now, Adrian, in your off time when you were not competing in the Ultimate Mountain Challenge, tell us about where you live and what it is that you do for a living.
I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and I'm a paramedic for Greenville County EMS.
Oh, okay. So, just being a paramedic, also just crushing all of these courses. This is amazing. And so, as far as this year goes and being in Vail, I mean, this is not something that is new to you. You've been part of this scene for a long time.
Yeah, I started coming to the GoPro Games in 2006, before they were called the GoPro Games. And I've only missed 1 year, and it's because I was in paramedic school. So this is my 12th year here.
I mean, I guess we can forgive you for going to paramedic school for 1 year.
Sorry.
So is there anything, for people that are just coming here for the first time, maybe they're just spectating, what would you say to people to encourage them to come out and check it out?
Just to be outside and just walk around and see all these amazing athletes. Like, athletes thrive off of people cheering for them. And being able to hear somebody cheering for you is like the best thing. So if you see somebody with a number plate on their bike and they look like they're competing, yell at them, cheer for them. Or if you see somebody doing some flippy floppies in the freestyle hole, cheer for them, yell at them. They'll go bigger. They'll be even more fired up to go bigger. So that's just come out here and just cheer out all these athletes. It's awesome.
I love it. That is my game plan. Well, I'm going to be cheering you on, girl. I mean, my goodness. 3 events today alone. Make sure that you are cheering for Adrian as she continues her quest for the Ultimate Mountain Challenge. But thank you so much for being here this morning. And coming up next, we're going to take a look at that weather to see what Adrian is going to be combating when it comes to those competitions.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
My name is Eric Jackson, 4-time kayaking world champion. Welcome to my next adventure here along the Caney Fork River in Rock Island, Tennessee. The WSD F30 features wearable maps in full color display. I can download these maps to navigate offline in any environment or create a track log along the routes that I choose to explore. The Casio ProTrek WSD F30 smartwatch is the perfect companion when the time calls for outdoor adventure technology.
All aboard!
Step on. Take a look around. And take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Christie Sports has 2 convenient bike shops in the Vail Valley, a new full-service shop in West Vail, and a rental shop on Bridge Street near Gondola 1. The experts at Christie Sports provide unmatched service and product knowledge, featuring mountain, bike path, and road bikes from Scott and Trek. Christie Sports has bike rentals for kids and adults, including free delivery. And expert mechanics guarantee 24-hour turnaround on basic tunes. When you need bikes in the Vail Valley, think Christie Sports.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
For all your car's big O no's, there's always a big O yes. Get up to $70 off select sets of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires, plus up to $120 in additional mail-in rebates when using your Big O card.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, you get straightforward advice, tailored recommendations, tax-efficient investing strategies, and a dedicated advisor to help you grow and protect your wealth. Fidelity Wealth Management.
This weather report is brought to you by Triumph Mountain Properties, luxury vacation rentals and residential property management in the Vail Valley.
Things are heating up this Friday at the GoPro Mountain Games, not just in terms of weather, but also in terms of excitement level. That's right, the hype is at 110% this morning for all of the fun events going on today in Vail for the GoPro Mountain Games. Well, let's take a look at that daily forecast, see what your weather is going to be like today. Well, in a word, perfect. Starting off around 45 degrees at 8 a.m., getting up to 62 by noon, and then tapering off into the afternoon hours with a low of 42 degrees this evening. But for the course of the day, maybe some clouds rolling in and out. We've got a nice big fluffy cloud blocking the sun right now, but very low chance of precipitation. And right now the temperature's amazing for competing because we're not quite to the highs that we'll get in midsummer. So it's going to keep it nice and comfortable for those athletes to give their best to all the fun events today. Now, looking at the I-70 corridor, if you are traveling from Denver up to Eagle, Denver at 84 degrees, and then mid-70s for both Vail and Avon, 73 and 74 respectively, and 77 degrees further west of us, a little lower elevation in Eagle. And looking ahead to the next 5 days, what we can expect for the weekend of the GoPro Mountain Games, well, rinse and repeat, perfect weather every single day. Temperatures hovering between 68 to 65 degrees throughout the course of the week, maybe about a 10% chance of afternoon showers, but for the most part, nice sunny weather, blue skies. You couldn't ask for anything better to celebrate another year of fun at the GoPro Mountain Games. And thanks to Triumph Mountain Properties for sponsoring this weather. Coming up next, we're going to check in again with Mark Sassy on an epic morning adventure.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Christie Sports Local Bike Shop with the Valley's newest full-service bike shop in Westville and rental bikes available in Vail Village.
Strolling around the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. Town is coming alive for day number 2. Whether you're going over to Lions Head to check out all the pet activities, Dogtown, the Big Air, the extreme vertical for the dogs. What, they're all making fun of me over here now. What's up? Let's say we want to give a thanks to our crew that makes this place happen. Good morning, everybody. It's nice out here. Making my way over towards the river, over towards Checkpoint Charlie, where there's actually live music during the daytime over here, believe it or not. Live music at Checkpoint Charlie, and also some live music in Lions Head. And today is going to be a busy day in Vail. All the vendors starting to pop up, wake up, get set up. We got Moe's Barbecue right here. We got LL Bean, Red Bull Van Life, Pacifico, Life Proof. That's just a few of the vendors right here along the bridge. A lot of highline activities with slacklining. If you want to do some yoga, 9 o'clock over at Golden Peak, over at the Zen Zone. Free music tonight at the Amp. We've got Joan Osborne, Langhorne Slim. Come on, everybody. This is where you want to be all weekend long. Come spend some time here. Your life will forever be changed because that's how good it is. One of my favorite things this year, they have this high line that is about 50 feet off the ground right here at Solaris. And they've got slackliners highlining doing tricks. Pretty amazing. All right, that's a look at what's happening over here in Vail for the GoPro Mountain Games. Swing by Christie Sports while you're here. Rent a bike. They are the sponsor of this epic morning. We have more coming up on the show. We'll be right back.
Geico for your boat.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
America's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
Glenwood Cabins Adventure Park. Take a ride on the tram all the way to the Rocky Mountain top. It's awesome! Swing over the canyon, you'll swear you're gonna drop. Thrills, adventure, family fun. Get here just as fast as your car will run. Tons of fun here waiting for you at Glenwood Cabins Adventure Park. It's awesome!
Someone's coming out of the bus. Chris Lindley?
Yes.
What are you doing coming out of the bus?
Hanging out with the kids, reading books, doing puzzles.
So Chris Lindley. So let's get this right. Eagle County Public Health and Environment Director.
Correct.
That's your real job. That's what you're doing all the time.
That's what pays the bills.
But you're also a coach with Endorphin.
Yeah, so that's my passion, my hobby. Get up every morning, work out with a good group of friends, and makes the whole day a little bit easier.
And you also probably do a lot of stuff with kids through Endorphin, I would assume, probably, right?
Not only my own kids, but other kids in the community. Yeah, last year, actually, we had a whole summer program of youth strength lifting, which was tons of fun.
How neat is
Yeah,
that?
tons of fun.
Good for you. So, Chris, now I just noticed on your list of accolades, you get to add something new to this on July the 16th. In association with Youth Power 365.
Yes.
The Star Dancing Gala. You're going to be a dancer on the stage.
Yes. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie.
A little bit?
A lot nervous, yeah. So while I wasn't selected first, in fact, I was selected last.
Wait, you were selected last?
Last.
It's okay.
So I'm like a consolation prize, but we're planning to win. My partner and I are training. We're working hard, and we're planning to take it off.
So let's talk about this a little bit. The Star Dancing Gala, you didn't ever think probably in a million years that you would be on stage raising money for an amazing organization like Youth Power 365.
Yeah.
So what does that say to you right there? I mean, what is your background with Youth Power and the amazing things that they have to offer?
Well, I think you had two questions there. So the first one, certainly never thought I'd be dancing. Nor did my wife, because she's lived with me for 18 years and knows.
Did she ever say, you can't dance, Chris?
All the time. All the time. So I've got to prove her wrong. So that's our first opportunity.
Yeah.
But the second opportunity to raise money for a great cause, always want to participate in that and help out any way I can. So very excited about that opportunity.
So you're always empowering kids and inspiring kids, and that kind of stands true with what Youth Power 365 does. So there's a good correlation indirectly with what you do already and what you're going to be doing here soon.
Yeah, the youth are our future, right? And so we have to invest as much time, effort, and resources into them for the outcome we want them to be, which is, ultimately they're going to be taking care of you and I, and that might be sooner than we like. So we have to bring them up the best way we can, give them the education, experience, knowledge, the culture they need to be successful in this world.
And Youth Power talks about from cradle to career, which is pretty
that.
fascinating. All right, let's get back to you on the stage. So have you had any rehearsals, and what is that all about?
Well, I had my first rehearsal with Maria, and she had to coach me quite a bit. I have a lot to learn, but I'm confident over the next 9 to 10 sessions that she's going to dial me in, and we'll be able to put on a good show.
And you can't, I don't think, talk about your song choice.
No.
Can you talk about some of the songs that weren't selected? Can you give us a little bit of a hint, or give us some insight? Are you sure?
So I'm small town guy. So we're gonna be listening to some country, and we're gonna do as many lifts and flips that we can put together in 2 minutes.
A few more rehearsals to go. July the 16th.
Yeah.
And we need to get your name out there. You need to start, when you can, start getting the word out so people can support you, because your plan is to go and win this entire
We
thing.
want to raise the most money. There's no question. That's our goal, is to raise the most money for Youth Power 365, and we're going to do the best we can.
Thanks for your time. You can head back in the bus if you want, or whatever you got to do.
It's lunch. I'm going to go back in.
Chris Lindley right here. He's one of the dancers for the 11th annual Star Dancing Gala as a part of Youth Power 365. Go to that website, youthpower365.org.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Oakley, the official eyewear, goggle, and helmet sponsor of Vail Resorts.
Oh, what a beautiful shot of the covered bridge right there. Sun is shining, just a few clouds out first thing this morning, and temperatures in the sunshine really nice and pleasant as we are in our 8 o'clock hour of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games coverage. And, you know, it is still a little bit chilly in the shade. You want to make sure you have some layers with you today. That's going to be kind of the name of the game all weekend long. First thing in the morning, you want to have that sweatshirt on, and then you want to be able to kind of peel off those layers as the day goes on. And then we do have a slight chance of seeing some thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So about a 20% chance, which means probably a good idea to just have that rain jacket with you all day long, just in case. Now, our temperatures at the base of Vail Mountain are going to be in the 60s. So that's going to be, you know, if you're right next to the mountain, if you're going to be, you know, close to Gore Creek and closer to I-70, it's going to be a little bit warmer than that. So our highs down along the valley floor will be most likely in the 70s. Now, for overnight lows tonight, that's going to be dropping into the 40s. And again, we do have that chance of thunderstorms later on this afternoon and this evening. But our sunset tonight, not until after 8:30 p.m., which means as we see the first act take the stage at the Ford Amphitheater tonight at 7:30. We are still going to have some daylight out there, start to see those sunset colors come out while we're getting to listen to live music for free here at the GoPro Mountain Games. So great. Now, along the valley floor today, again, temperatures in the 70s in the Vail Valley. If you're heading down to the Front Range, temperatures will be in the 80s. A lot of sunshine in the forecast. You want to make sure you have that sunscreen with you and also some really good sunglasses. That's going to be important. And then looking ahead in our forecast, we'll be seeing a lot of sunshine really throughout the entire weekend on into next week. So just get ready for a great time to be here in the Vail Valley. Perfect weather for enjoying all of the events taking place here at GoPro Mountain Games. And a big thank you to Oakley for providing a look at this local weather forecast. Up next, if you do need a little something to do when those rainstorms move in, well, my buddy Eric has something that's free, it's interesting, and it could potentially be lifelong learning for you, so stay with us.
Well, the GoPro Mountain Games are all about getting out and adventuring and trying new sports and just really soaking in the mountain culture. And our libraries here in Colorado, especially the Eagle Valley Library District, have partnered with the state parks to offer an incredible program at the library. So every one of the Eagle Valley Library Districts offers a card that you can check out to get you 7 free days at any of the state parks around Colorado. You're also going to get a backpack filled with goodies and materials and maps and just more information on the various state parks and the various flora and fauna and what differentiates them from Rocky Mountain National Park by Estes versus, say, the White Mountains National Park, and just what different animals are living there. And it's all about getting out and adventuring, and that's thanks to the Eagle Valley Library District. Now, there's one of these cards at every single one of the libraries, so that includes Eagle and Gypsum and Avon, and then it's a 7-day pass. When you are traveling around to the various parks, make sure you're using the hashtag #CheckOutColorado. So the libraries here don't just offer you books, they don't just offer you movies and music, they also offer a free pass to our state parks so you can both grow your mind and grow your body as you're exploring around the parks. So check those out at your local library, and we've got more Good Morning Vail coming right up.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang. TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
It never fails. We're all good to go. We are here with Linda Nielsen. We are at Annie's, 2 doors to the west of Solaris and Vail. And always right before we go live, you venture off for 1 second. It's always fun. You never know what we're going to get. I love you. Good to see you.
I love you too, Mark. It's
How are
good
you?
to see you. Start of the summer, GoPro games. It's really exciting.
So this is, obviously Annie's very busy all the time, especially wintertime, middle of the summer, but with all the vendors on the streets and a lot of people walking around, it probably pulls a lot more people into the door, right? I would say so.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And of course, we have just about everything for your home.
So we'll get into stuff one specifically, but what is Annie's? If you were to sum it up in a handful of words, what would you say it is?
We are a tabletop store with gifts and bath and body.
Okay.
And tabletop meaning dishes, accessory, cocktail table books, linens, candle holders.
So you have a couple pieces you want to highlight today. I love those. Those are
these
wonderful.
are
Let's get into those
knives
steak
from
knives, those
France.
meat knives.
Yes, they're wonderful. They're from France. And we have all sorts of qualities of the knives. They're amazing. And as I said, just for cutting that steak after you grill in the summer, how much fun.
You almost don't even want to use it. They're that pretty.
They are that pretty.
I would use it.
I would too.
Because I eat the steak.
But the same company also makes a cheese set. Like this is to stab your meat and cheese cleaver.
Okay.
And look at how fun this little tray is.
That's really neat too.
I mean, it's an
Little antler. You could put cheese and crackers on that.
Absolutely.
Maybe some cocktail weenies.
There you go.
Right? Whatever you
Yeah.
want to do. Pigs in a blanket.
Yes. And then you have wonderful cocktail napkins that you can serve along with them. And these are just a few samples of what we have in the store. We have wonderful cloth linens. And look at these fabulous dishes for the summer.
You want to tell us about these? What are we looking at right here?
Also from France, wonderfully decorative. And this is from the same company. We can special order them for you, and you can put them in your Vail home, your home in wherever
Any of
you're
your
from.
homes, any home.
Absolutely.
They're almost like works of art. You almost don't, once again, want to have to eat off them. And you know what? As I look around your store here also, did you know if you're looking for a gift card maybe, a thank you card or a birthday card, you've got a full wall of cards also. I think people just need to venture on in. Look at the fun trinkets you have.
Right.
There's something everywhere for everybody.
And we have throws, books, as I said, but we also all year round carry these wonderful smokers, nutcrackers, pyramids from Germany. And they're all handmade. And they're works of art in themselves.
And they make great gifts, and the price is probably easy to swallow. And once again, novelties, collector pieces, so you can just start the collection today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're really fun. And they are, as you said, great hostess gifts.
What did you call those again?
Smokers. They're smokers. Let me show you on this guy. So they lift up, you put a little incense in it, and you light it, and then they
smoke comes out of their mouth.
Right.
Come on.
Isn't that fun?
When you said smokers before, I didn't know what that meant. Now
Yeah.
it makes sense. Look at that little kegger guy from Oktoberfest.
And they're all handmade in Germany,
Yeah.
and they do make amazing gifts, but people collect these.
Okay. Say, we're going to hang out with you for another interview, right? We're going to swing next door, go outside to Vail Boot and Shoe. Stop by Annie's. They're connected, Vail Boot and Shoe and Annie's. 2 doors really to the west of Solaris, where all the Highline activities are, right in the middle of the GoPro Mountain Games. We have a look at that weather, then we're going to venture next door with Linda to Vail Boot and Shoe.
This weather report is brought to you by Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Elevate your adventure this summer at America's only mountaintop theme park.
You're looking at a live shot from the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Coming up tomorrow, it's National Caves and Karst Day, and it's going to be all about some caves and fun. And of course, they have all of their rides open, so it's going to be a great time to head on over there and hit up the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. Now, here at Vail Village, there's some testing going on the High Line right now. So we just saw someone walk across, and now they're adjusting everything to make sure that it's going to be ready to go for the weekend. It's starting to develop a little bit of a crowd. It's pretty exciting. And with the sun shining, it's really making for very comfortable temperatures to come on out, to be a spectator, to be a competitor. And our temperatures today in Vail Village, most likely closer to the base of Vail Mountain, are going to be in the 60s, and then, you know, maybe eventually in the 70s, especially as you get closer to the I-70 corridor today. But really look for another beautiful day to get out here and enjoy all the things happening in the Vail Valley. Now tonight, our temperatures will be in the 40s once again, and our sunset after 8:30 p.m. Now coming up for those conditions, if you're going to be traveling today, maybe you're coming in from Denver, from Eagle, we're going to be seeing those temperatures here in the Vail Valley in the 70s, in the 80s down along the Front Range, but partly cloudy skies across the state, and just a slight chance of seeing that moisture later on this afternoon. So really, it's always a good idea not only to have that sunscreen on, but also to bring that rain jacket with you just in case. Last night we got a little downpour right around dinner time, so good idea to have layers. That's going to be your best friend this weekend. And then looking ahead in this forecast, I mean, look at this. It's going to be absolutely beautiful all weekend long. So you really have no excuse but to come on out, enjoy what's happening at the GoPro Mountain Games, and then head on over to the Glenwood Caverns and have some adventures over there with your families for National Caves and Karst Day tomorrow. They have a lot going on really all summer long. But beautiful day out here, and it's also a beautiful day to do a little shopping. Mark Sassy is on a shopping adventure next.
Lion's Head Jewelers. A mainstay of Lion's Head Village for more than a decade, our 4,000 square foot gallery is home to the largest selection of one-of-a-kind designer jewelry in the Vail Valley. Come see our breathtaking array of museum-quality fossils, meteorites, and collectible minerals. Explore Lion's Head Jewelers. Spend an afternoon with us. You'll come in as a customer and leave as a friend.
49 degrees, 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview, on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. Okay. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Aron's, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back. Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
All right, we've stepped next door. We've stepped outside. We're with Linda once again, and she is also a part of Vail Boot and Shoe. And we got your sidewalk table set up for all the people that are going to be spectating walking by today.
Absolutely.
New stuff for the feet, lots of it.
Absolutely, we do. And I mean,
Let's get right into it.
Let's first show some of the shoes for women. These are from Italy, and aren't they beautiful?
They are beautiful.
Brand new. We also have some shoes from Spain. Very, very comfortable. An espadrille with a rubber sole.
Cork.
So cute.
Really cute. Couple different colors in those.
Yep.
Okay.
Really good looking shoes. But because this is, outdoor GoPro games,
yeah,
we do have some fashion
Whoa, look at that
shoes
thing.
for women. Aren't they great?
Well, it's like a sneaker and a shoe, and it weighs, oh my God, it weighs nothing.
Nothing. And I mean, how fashionable and fabulous those would be walking around Vail Village. Aren't they wonderful?
Yeah, do you have that in like a size 12?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
Good thing you don't.
But look at the classic Birkenstock. I mean, how great are these? We have your traditional Birkenstock styles.
Yep.
And we have a big buckle style in a little bit of a metallic
Fashion
silver.
style.
Right.
Then you have these fun
We
shoes
have-
too.
And Maddie from your studio bought these.
Maddie, who was on TV yesterday, has a pair of these.
And
Loves
look
them.
at that great wedge.
Yeah.
So you can look fashion forward and still be comfortable.
So you got the Birks for the guys and the girls, and then obviously ladies stuff here. Let's make our way down to Olakai.
And Olakai is wonderful. And Mark pointed out to me that
Yeah.
he loves the feature
That's
of
a
the
fun.
men's
It is a nice
Olakai.
feature,
Absolutely.
and guys are probably like, "Why would I ever do that?" But you may not think you do, but once you do it, it's a great addition to that shoe, so that you can lace it all the way up or tuck it in and wear it as like a slip-on.
And also you can't forget about all of the Olakais for women. Same shoe
Yeah.
for women. I mean, that's great for walking around.
And they're meshy, very breathable, lightweight, durable. You could get them wet. They're going to dry fast.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And then we have Chacos. New Chaco water shoe this year. I just love it. It's very comfortable.
Oh, and it's got a little bit of the toe protection on
Yep.
the front of it.
And then we have these wonderful sandals that are a continuous loop.
Yeah.
And podiatrists have been part of their process. So they're really, really comfortable.
And this Chaco style has been around for a long time, and people love them for just having cool feet in the summer, or definitely being active near the water, or if you're rafting or
Yes,
going.
they're great for rafting.
Yeah,
They're great for
rafting.
outdoor sports.
Yeah. And then obviously the tried and true. I've got a couple pair of Solomons that I've got from you, and I love them. I have this pair right here, and I think that's my new one that I have, and they're phenomenal.
They are phenomenal.
Yeah.
We have the women's styles here, but the wonderful thing with these is they have a lace system. They have wonderful lugs on the bottom.
Look at the lugs. Let's show the difference in those. Flip that one over. So if you're going for more of an aggressive hike, or you want something with more traction, you've got this beefier lug sole. That one, not quite as beefy, but still plenty beefy. I wear
And
that one
very
all the time. I
lightweight.
love them.
And they're great all-around shoes. We have them in kids as well. And my favorite shoe is the one up top right here.
Let me give you that one. There you go. Show us that.
This is a Speed Cross. And this is what I wear. And this is available in a lot of colors, and just an amazing shoe.
And they make it in Gore-Tex and non-Gore-Tex, right?
That
Okay.
is right.
Okay.
And we can accommodate you for just about any kind of hike, any kind of walking. I mean, just walking around Vail Village in those.
Love it.
I mean, it's a great shoe.
Stop by and say hi to Linda today. The store is going to be open from 10 to 9 tonight, 10 to 9 on Saturday, 10 to 7 on Sunday, right here in the middle of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games. Linda, good to see you.
It's good to see you.
All right, we have weather coming up next, and then more Good Morning Vail live from the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Looking beautiful along I-70 today, as that's a shot from right outside Vail. Traffic's running smooth, roads are dry, skies are clear. You couldn't ask for a better day for the GoPro Mountain Games. Should be a high around the mid to upper 60s in Vail for the Mountain Games today. But let's look ahead into the 5-day forecast, see what the rest of the weekend has in store for us, as well as early into next week. Essentially, we can expect the same weather that we're getting today to carry forward over the course of the next 5 days. It's going to be a beautiful weekend and a beautiful early next week as things taper off into a little bit more of a mellow time after the GoPro Mountain Games in this weekend. But temperatures hovering between about 68 to 65 degrees for the week, maybe a 10% chance of afternoon showers kind of on and off throughout the course of the days. But overall, absolutely perfect weather. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts. And coming up next, we've got more interviews here on Good Morning Vail.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
Oh, baby, the morning saying no. Just let the words come out.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly, sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark Sassy. I'm a TV host for Good Morning Vail and TV8. And when I'm not talking about the outdoors, I'm in the middle of the outdoors. I spend my free time on the rivers fly fishing. All right, joining us in the studio now, I've got Patty Cooney. She's the owner of Nest Furnishings and Consignments, a consignment store that's been here in Avon for more than 11 years. It's become basically a staple of the Vail Valley. Patty, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mark, for having me.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, we've been in the Valley for 11 years,
Wow.
and we're just rocking. Everything is we've got consignment furniture, home decor. We're going to talk a little bit about the art we carry today, because a lot of people don't know that Nest has brand new art that we bring in from 2 different vendors in the Valley, or 2 different vendors out of Denver, actually. Right. And everything from mountain-inspired art to contemporary art. We have obviously animals that are indigenous to the area. We have
I love
moose.
the moose.
And
the elk.
Lots of elk and bears, and so we have that. And some of it is a little bit contemporary in style, and some more traditional. The bears are always fun. We have several bears in stock, and people love them. They just love them. They're just very cool.
And you, like you said, wildlife is very hot here in the mountains.
Right.
Along with skiing and vintage ski posters, and what else is really a tried and true standby safety?
You know, we get a lot of aspen landscapes.
Okay.
We get a lot of mountain landscapes in stock. The bears, which we mentioned earlier, are very popular. The elk, of course, are very popular. So we just get a variety. We have everything from contemporary canvases to framed art, and the variety in sizes, it runs the gamut as well. We'll have very small pieces for powder rooms that may be, 12 by 24
Right.
to 24 by 24 up to 5 feet wide and 8 feet wide pieces of art. And the majority of our art we can order in varying sizes. We can order them in large mountain-inspired pieces for a very strong contemporary look to
Right.
very, subtle art pieces. That
And you also
complement.
told me that, let's say someone has a space on their wall that they want to put a piece of artwork in it. They're not quite sure what size they could get. Now, you guys can help them by, once again, maybe going through the catalogs, or you can help them fine-tune.
Absolutely.
And they can take it home with them and try it out for a day.
Absolutely. We check out art out all the time because people, we're all kind of saying, well, we think that'd be great in that room. So you check it out, you go home, you sit with it for the night, you see if it works in your space, and if it works, great, it's yours, and if not, you bring it back the next day and we start over.
So on your website, nestvale.com, do you show, we have some furniture photos right now of some of the more contemporary pieces you have going on in the studio right now. But are they ever changing on the website too, so people can get an idea? I know you can't do it all, but you always show some hot pieces, right?
We do. Yeah. We do. We have on our website, we have Nest Newies every week, which is the furnishings that we bring in. But we also have a variety of our art on there too. Okay. It just gives a little flavor of it. We also bring in, when we supplement our consignment, we supplement it because we don't get enough from our consigners of that particular piece, which is what we do with art. Right. But we also bring in benches, coat racks, either standing coat racks or wall coat racks that are made into, like snowboards made into wall coat racks. We get that in a lot too.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, we've got the furnishings all the time, but we also supplement it with the art.
I think it's more to say a lot of everything. Stop by the Nest, go to nestvale.com or give them a call at 970-949-0989. Patty and her team, they crush it, they're awesome, and they can help you any day of the week. We'll be right back.
Only the best. Lion's Head Jewelry Fossil and Mineral Gallery, voted top 50 designer jewelry retailer in the country by JCK in 2009, featuring the largest collection of fine, designer, traditional, and contemporary jewelry. Lion's Head Jewelers, the most unique collection of decorative art in the Vail Valley. Lion's Head Jewelers, museum-quality collection of fossils, minerals, and meteorites dated 40 to 500 million years old. Lion's Head Jewelers, located in Lion's Head on the corner of the ice skating rink.
Here at PSI, we've been serving the Valley's plumbing, heating, and drain cleaning needs for over 18 years. We are expert technicians with the knowledge and training to provide prompt and professional maintenance and repair. Our fleet of vehicles are equipped with the most advanced technology and tools available today. PSI is committed to providing the best possible service and guarantee our work. Call us anytime, day or night. PSI is here for you 24/7, 365. We look forward to hearing from you.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8, streaming live on Facebook. Follow TV8 Vail for mountain reports, event coverage, live interviews, and more.
That is a live shot of the climbing wall here at the GoPro Mountain Games. That's just at the base of Vail, or rather the top of Vail Village, top of Bridge Street. You can check out all of the climbing events there, including bouldering and speed climbing, just everything your climbing heart can desire. And we're located in the Solaris Plaza right now, which is home to all the slacklining events. Slacklining actually came about after mountain climbers or rock climbers were looking for something to do in their downtime. So nice little linkage between those two sports. Let's take a look at your daily forecast for this Friday of the GoPro Mountain Games, starting off around 45 degrees at 8 a.m. before temperatures quickly climb to around 62 degrees, and then start their decline into the evening hours. Should be a low of about 42 degrees this evening. Sunset right around 8:30 p.m. So that means the concert this evening, you're going to have a great sunset if you just look off to your right at the concert. All right, now panning our view out, looking at the I-70 corridor. If you're traveling up here from Denver for this weekend's GoPro Mountain Games, you can expect smooth traveling, maybe get an early start as there could be significant traffic coming up from Denver for the Mountain Games this year. 84 in Denver, 63 in Vail, 64 in Avon, and then 77 degrees further west of us in Eagle. And looking ahead into the next 5 days, getting our weather time machine out. Essentially, if you're enjoying today's weather, well, you can expect more of the same for the next 5 5 days. It's a rinse and repeat cycle that we're in with temperatures between 68 to 62 degrees. Maybe a 10% chance of afternoon showers coming in to say hi, but for the most part, we're going to have fairly clear skies, just some light clouds, and just incredible weather for the remainder of the GoPro Mountain Games and into next week. We want to thank Casio, ProTrek Smart, Bustang, and Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery for sponsoring this weather and allowing us to be here live at the GoPro Mountain Games. And now we're going to check in with Mark Sassy for another epic morning report.
Epic Morning is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
All right, time now for your Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery epic morning, my final epic morning of the day. And the first person on the High Line going over the hole here, right here at Gore Creek, between the pedestrian bridge and the International Bridge. Could you imagine just being out there bouncing around? At least she's tethered. Man, oh man, that's got to work you over for sure, your upper body. Our flows on Gore Creek this morning, we're looking at about 850 to 860 cubic feet per second. We had a jump of a couple hundred cubic feet per second during the overnight hours, along with the Eagle River flowing at over, oh boy, it's over 2,000 right now. Big water. And today, right here in this exact spot, it's going to get busy all day long with the slackline demonstrations on the High Line. But at 2 o'clock, you're going to find the GMC Kayak Freestyle semifinals taking place right here, right between the two bridges. So this place right here is going to be a hive of activity all afternoon. And then later on in the day, more kayaking activities. We got the Pacifico Raft Cross taking place at 4 p.m. And then throughout the day, also people just hopping in the river, people hopping on the High Line and doing some demonstrations as they kind of show you what's up. That slack line is about 1 inch wide. And if that one right there is not high enough off the ground, go to Solaris. It's about 75 feet off the ground. That's your Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery first chair. Hey, we're taking a quick break. Then we're going to introduce you to Chris Bavona and Ski Town All-Stars. We'll be right back.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio, ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
You visit the mountains for a reason. You work hard, you play hard, you earn your turns. You want to stay active. That's where we come in. If you're the type of person who likes to visit the mountains to relax and play, then you're our type of person. We specialize in treating mountain injuries for mountain people. So if you want to get back to biking, skiing, and playing in beautiful Colorado, come see the surgeons mountain locals and visitors have trusted for over 30 years. Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio, ProTrek Smart, and Bustang.
Hey, look who I found. We found Chris Bavona, Ski Town All-Stars. You know you've heard of this hat brand. And Chris, first of all, I wanted to kind of back things up for people that are just coming into Vail. Ski Town All-Stars, where did this all start? Where did this come from?
So basically, I was a rep in the industry, and I was at this other company called 8150 Lacrosse. 8150 is our elevation here in Vail. And basically we made hats and t-shirts and whatnot, and then we came up with this name Ski Town All-Stars, which was based on Vail kids and Aspen kids on an all-star team. And basically, best friend made the logo. I had some stores be like, 8150 is cool, but Ski Town All-Stars, you can sell that all over the world. And, 20 months later, here we are.
Now you are selling them all over the world.
Yep,
and
correct.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is a Colorado Vail homegrown company.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about it is that you can really customize what it is that you're looking for.
Awesome, yeah. So we went from my kitchen, it was my mom and I in my kitchen, to a 2-car garage. And now finally we're in a real commercial space in Eastvale by the Pitkin Market. So people can come in, they can pick a blank, a color from a front of like 20 colors, and then they basically can tell us what they want, and we sit there and we design it, and in 10 minutes they can have a one-off custom hat that no one else in the world has.
That is so cool. And something else that's amazing about being able to have this kind of customization is that, like, let's say if we have a bachelorette party coming in to Vail, you can get, 10 hats made up for your bridesmaids, and you don't have to necessarily order 7,000 to get what you want.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, if they wanted like 2 of 5 hats in 2 different colors, they could, everyone in the bachelorette party could have a different color.
That is so fun. So you can even, like you said, you can walk in, you can kind of pick out the fabrics that you want. You can really kind of touch it and see it and feel it before you actually make it.
Put it on your head, and with the amount of people coming through from Denver, it's super easy to get off at the Eastvale exit and come check us out.
Okay, now we have some beautiful weather this weekend. It's perfect hat weather, especially for very fair Norwegian people like myself. I have to have a hat on.
Well, you got to in Colorado.
Right, so you need to have a hat this weekend. So let's talk about like what's hot in Ski Town All-Stars right now. Now, of course, you have these really fun, like this is kind of ideal for me. Tequila made me do it, Chris. Did you get this concept from me? Is that where you came up with it?
No, a few other women gave it to me, but you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Now, I mean, there's so many fun things. Like, this is perfect. How great for all your girlfriends to be hanging out rosé all day. And guys, too, whatever. Guys drink rosé, right?
Can't discriminate.
No, definitely not. And then these bucket hats. This is like all the rage in the ski world right now.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta protect your face. You gotta protect the moneymaker. I mean, the sun's really intense here, and you don't want to be looking old when you're young, so you gotta always wear a hat. And the buckets are awesome, especially for on the river.
Right.
You can strap them down to your neck. They got the webbing. They can strap it down. But yeah, they're awesome for sure.
So awesome. Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure that you know where to find these guys. So while you're out and about here in Vail, you're in so many stores all over the Vail Valley.
We're in a lot of stores in the Vail Valley. Yeah. So right here in Solaris Plaza, we're in Skipper and Scout. We're in Kid Sport, Perch, and then Craniology has the buckets. Perch has all this fun stuff. And we're also in Vail 21 over in Lion's Head and Double Diamond if you're over in that neck of the woods as well.
Perfect. So yeah, if you're going over to Dogtown today to check out all the Dog stuff, you can stop by Double Diamond and get yourself a hat. But know that when you're getting these, not only are they fun, they're customized, but you're supporting a local Vail company, born and raised right here in the Vail Valley. I love the fact that this is something that was started with you and your mom, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then she was like, kitchen. This is too much work, and I'm going to go back to retirement. So.
Well, listen, I think your mom has well deserved her retirement, but also, I mean, help Chris get his retirement, right? And support Ski Town All-Stars. Amazing products, and so cool that it is completely a Vail company. So thank you so much for coming out here
Thanks
today,
so much
Chris.
for having
really
me.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
And coming up, we're gonna kind of be closing out our Friday edition of Good Morning Vail, so stay with us.
TV8's coverage of the 2019 GoPro Mountain Games is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics, Casio ProTrek Smart, and Mustang.
Hey, that's a wrap.
Yeah, that was it. That was great. So many fun guests today.
Right? So many. Like, I don't even think I can name all of them because we had so many people stop by.
I've just got the dogs in my head. I got to go see Maddie and Bella. I'm headed to Doc Dogs right after this.
See what I've got in my head?
I think tequila did make you do it.
Yep.
It's going to make somebody do something at the Mountain
You know
Games.
what? Chris just knows me that well. Let's just be honest. But listen, we have such a big day ahead of us here at GoPro Mountain Games. It's the 18th annual. Come on out, check out the events, and then you know what? We have tomorrow. We've got Sunday. Eric, we got a lot to do.
So much fun on Good Morning Vail. We're going to have plenty more guests tomorrow and Sunday. More epic morning adventures. We'll probably head on over to Dogtown one of these days.
You never know where we're going to be, but we will be here live at 7 a.m. tomorrow. So have a great Friday. Come on out to the GoPro Mountain Games, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.